What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through a full day of eating, day in the life update, because I feel like I haven't really updated you guys on a lot of things in like a month or so. So that's what this video is going to be. And right now it's about 10:48. I've been up since 8. I've already had coffee, breakfast, my greens, I've worked, and I finally got dressed for my day. So let's recap. So as I said, this is going to be a full day of eating video, which you guys already saw my breakfast. I had eggs, egg whites. I had these Vans blueberry waffles. They're like a gluten-free waffle, super yummy. And then I topped it with almond butter because we were out of syrup, but it tasted pretty good. It was a great combination. And then I had my PE Science greens. I've had water. I had my coffee, which I only added a splash of almond milk to, and that's it. Biggest news is that I picked up my wedding dress this past weekend when I went home to Texas. Super exciting. I got to try it on. There's very minor alterations that need to be made, but there's also, you know, some things that I have to work on, hence full day of eating and day in the life. So the biggest thing with my dress is that I cannot get any bigger in my upper body. So literally from here up, I can't get any bigger. My arms, my shoulders, my back, like nothing can. So if you guys were here a few months ago, you know that I've been trying to get into this like bridal body that I want to be in, which I know ruffled some feathers. Again, this is just for my personal wants for my wedding and what I want to look like on my wedding. And for the last few months, I haven't been super strict with what I eat or my cardio or how I train. So I haven't necessarily gotten bigger since I've mentioned that I wanted to be in a different shape for my wedding, but I haven't gotten any leaner, which was kind of not shocking, but still shocking to hear when I actually put the dress on. So I started tracking my macros again. Yesterday was my first day doing it. Today I'm doing it again. I'm in a slight deficit because my goal is to basically lean out a little bit. I have quite a bit of muscle that I've put on over the years, so I don't know how lean I can really get, but fingers crossed. And I'm trying to do this for like 3 weeks, maybe 2, because I still have to take my dress to get it altered, and I want the alterations people to have plenty of time to get it done, whatever needs to be done. So thank goodness it's not a lot of alterations, it's just a few minor things here and there. So with all that being said, that is pretty much the biggest news, is I have a dress that I cannot get any bigger or it won't fit. It's great, no pressure. But I'm again tracking my macros. It's been difficult to say the least because I've tracked macros in the past, and you know, for some reason, when I was younger, when I first started tracking, I was so much more motivated and disciplined to do it. Now I feel like because I've done it for so long and I've had this really long of a break of not tracking, it's really hard for me to flip the switch to get back to it. But I know that I have to stick to a plan and structure. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to like reach the goals that I want. So that's like the biggest challenge for me right now, is just telling myself like, you've done it in the past, you can do it again. You're smarter than you were back then. You know your body better. So fingers crossed that I can reach the goals. I do have a body physique video that I'll share with you guys. I took this, I want to say Wednesday morning when I got back from Texas. So there's a little bit extra bloating. I'll put it up here so you guys can see it. But There's a little bit of extra bloating from the traveling. My time of the month is running late, so my body's like kind of off from that. I had a lot of fun foods in Texas that I didn't digest very well, so my body is not in a happy state in this physique video, but this is my starting point, and I have like 106 days to get to where I want to get, which sounds like a long time, so I'm gonna keep telling myself you have time to get it done. And on top of all the wedding stuff, I launched my online business for coaching, which has been going really well. Do I need more clients? For sure, but am I so happy and blessed for the amount of clients that I have now that are working with me? Absolutely. I'm so happy to be my own boss, to be working for myself, to be doing something that I love, to answer my own schedule. Like, it's really cool. And I finally mastered like a good structure and schedule for myself, so I don't feel like I'm all over the place all the time. And right now I actually launched an 8-week challenge that's going to be starting on July 18th. It's my first challenge that I'm hosting by myself, which I'm very excited about. I still have to finalize a few workouts, a few details here and there, so that's what I'm about to go get back and do. And I also want to talk about questions that I received on Instagram that are just, you know, about how to juggle running your own business, being a content creator on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, like how do you balance it all? And I finally have this full experience for the last maybe almost 2 months of really doing this all on my own, and it's been pretty interesting. So I'll get to those questions later on in the video, but I gotta get back to work. You guys have seen this setup before in a couple of my other videos, but I posted it on my Instagram and I got quite a few questions over it, so I figured I would talk to you guys about it here. But this is my current desk setup. Majority of these pieces are from Amazon, so I'll put the link down below, and it's under the office decor tab, and in that tab it has everything you see here that I purchased off Amazon, from the desk to the mouse and mouse pad to this little thing to the second screen. My laptop and laptop stand are from Amazon. This like ergonomic chair thing is from Amazon. Majority is from there, so Amazon's my best friend. But yeah, check out the link that I'll put in the description, or comment below any questions you have about the specific items. But just wanted to show you guys my desk layout, and now I'm gonna get back to this whole challenge setup and stuff. So all right, you guys, it is like 3:15. I've worked for the last like hour and a half or so. I'm really freaking hungry. Wade texted me saying that we're having steak and Brussels sprouts for dinner. Steak is higher in fat, and since I'm tracking my macros, I'm pretty sure I have a ton of fat left over for the day. So my thought process is, what am I gonna be short on for dinner time? And it's gonna be mainly protein. So I'm gonna make a protein shake for now, save some macros for dinner, and then after dinner see where I'm at when it comes to hitting those goals. So that's another tip I typically give clients, is that when you struggle with knowing what to eat throughout the day, because let's say you don't know what you're gonna have for dinner, or if let's say a surprise dinner happens, like for me today, I didn't know I was having steak. So I'm probably gonna pre-track about 4 to 5 ounces of steak, maybe a few grams of Brussels sprouts, and then whatever macros are left, I'm going to eat around with the rest of the day. So it's pretty helpful. Right now I'm gonna make my double scoop protein shake, and we're gonna proceed with the day. You guys, it is now lunchtime. I am about half a hydro jug in. I try to get 2 hydro jugs a day just so I can meet my gallon mark. Typically, I should be 1 whole hydro jug in by about 1 or 2 p.m. And then the rest of the day I have to drink my second one, so I'm about halfway. I didn't realize we're out of rice, so I have chicken and I have some of these frozen green beans. They're like the bird's eye, like steamable green beans that you can put in the microwave. So I'm eating that, and then since I'm out of rice, I know I'm gonna be super hungry still, so then I have some hummus right here. This is roasted red pepper hummus. It's one of my favorite flavors. And I have some of these gluten-free pretzels. These are the best pretzels I've ever had. They're so crunchy and just like the perfect pretzel in my opinion. But that's gonna be my lunch for right now. And then we're gonna go back to work. I feel like I need an energy drink because I haven't, because I'm not going to the gym, so I'm not having pre-workout, so I might need an energy drink. So we'll probably have one of those as well, but I gotta make my lunch. So like I told you guys, I'm currently tracking my macros and I use MyFitnessPal to track everything. I do pay for the premium version just because I bought it a long time ago and I haven't canceled my subscription. How many of you guys do that with your subscriptions? But you can also use the free version and it's really simple to use to track your macros, especially if you're pretty new to it. I highly recommend having an app like that. It's pretty self-explanatory and user-friendly, so that's just my 2 cents there. Okay, thank you. Now to get some chicken. Another big tip I give to my clients is if they struggle with their if they struggle with their protein intake, I always say aim for like 3.5 to 4.5 ounces per meal, because then at least you know you're getting a pretty good amount in. And then typically I'll tell them, you know, incorporate a protein bar, incorporate a protein shake, just to make sure you really get enough in. That's usually where a lot of people slack, especially me. I slack at getting my protein in. I've always had this issue. Carbs, no problem. I can eat all the carbs in the world and never have an issue with that, but protein for sure, it's my biggest tip. Just make sure you have some of it with every single meal. All right, so this is what MyFitnessPal looks like. I'll take you guys through it really quick. This is like my personal dashboard. So it keeps up with how much you're eating, what your goals are, your steps. Your diary is where you'll enter in all of your foods. Mine's broken down to 3 meals and snacks. So for lunch, I'm adding in chicken. So I'll just search chicken breasts. So I type in chicken breasts, it pulls it up. I do use Purdue, so it had it saved already. I have about 4.2 ounces in there. Do that, then you can exit out, go back, and it saves everything for you. And then if you click your goals here at the top, it breaks it down to show you exactly what you have here. So it keeps up with your fiber, your sugar, your fats, vitamins even, which is super important. So that's MyFitnessPal. Pretty simple. All right, I had my lunch. I actually didn't get to my pretzels and hummus because I'm actually pretty full. So I'm gonna listen to my body and chill for a second. I still have the snack downstairs, so eventually I'm gonna eat it, but I'm about to work a little bit longer and then I have to make content because I'm officially out of Reels and TikToks and stuff that are drafted. I've posted everything, so I gotta make more. So this is like my content making room right now. I have some new like Buff Bunny pieces and story pieces that I need to try on and make fun content with. This is supposed to be like a content room / guest bedroom. It's just not fixed yet. It's clearly the one room we're avoiding, but this is it, the amazing content room where I make all the stuff and peep my, where is it? Hydro jugs, where are you? Where are they? There they are. All of my hydro jugs are up here too, and there's some downstairs as well, but anywho, that's just the update for now. Work, content creation, and then I'm gonna get to talking about pretty much what it's like to be a content creator, small business owner, and winging adulthood. All right, so you guys just saw me film a little bit of content. That was enough to get one TikTok review, and I filmed like clips of me trying things on so I can kind of reuse the same clips to do other TikToks or reels. So there's that for my Buff Bunny pieces. I have a couple other things I should probably try on as well, which I might do in a little bit. But yeah, it took me like 20 minutes maybe 20 minutes, 15 to just do like 2 or 3 potential content clips. So I have not managed how to really utilize my time to make as many reels or TikToks as possible. I'm still learning. I feel like that's something not a lot of creators or content creators talk about, is the amount of time and effort and energy it takes to just be creative. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a very creative person. I'm also not very outgoing. I'm basically the opposite of what a content creator should be. And I'm like learning to become what I need to be a content creator that's successful. It's really discouraging when my Instagram, for example, I posted about this on my story, but posts I have from 3 years ago when I started my account get so much better engagement than posts I do currently. And I feel like I put more effort into my posts now. And I think those are some frustrations that not a lot of creators talk about. It's like knowing the algorithms, knowing the trends, and trying to catch up and keep up when everything's changing so much. It gets very frustrating. But you know, I decided to commit to this. Like, this is my job. I'm an online coach. I'm a content creator. I'm an influencer. I'm sponsored by companies who expect me to be creative and to keep up. So that's what I'm trying to do, especially while I don't have any kids. I don't have any pets. It's just Wade and I. I'm trying to give it my best to, you know, be influential in a positive light and also continue to grow. And it's really hard sometimes, honestly. And it's only about 1:48. I still have a lot of work to do on my computer, which is another thing. Working from home, I think my biggest hindrance has been really managing my time, because when I had my other jobs, I pretty much could only focus on those jobs. Between shipping and coaching a few months back, I could only do that for like 8 hours a day because it was my regular job, right? Like my 9 to 5. And then at night is when I had to do content creating or other coaching if I wanted to do it. So when I had less time to get it done, I feel like I was a lot more focused. Now I work at home and I feel like I have this immense amount of time now to do things, and I really don't. So I think that's been the hardest part for me, is just adjusting to my time schedule with my extra free time to get more work done. It's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. And I've been asked quite a bit in the last like month or so how to get into coaching, or how to get sponsored, or how to become an influencer or a creator big on these platforms. And I have to say that if you're not willing to give like 7 to 8 hours of your day to content creating, if you're not willing to give a ton of time to your like small business or venture you're wanting to start, if you're not willing to sacrifice things to, you know, to grow, it's definitely not for you. Especially, I feel like some of the people who reach out to me are maybe in school or have full-time jobs, and I'm telling you, it's really hard to be so committed to like online platforms when most of your day, 5 days a week, is committed to some other occupation that you have. So definitely don't dive into creating a small business or becoming a content creator or influencer just because you think it's trending right now. A lot of people do this because it is their sole source of income and their sole source of living, so they have to give everything they have to it or they don't survive. Whereas you probably have a 9 to 5 job, you have income to like balance with, so if you fail at this, you at least have plan B. A lot of content creators don't have a plan B. So that's definitely something to think about if you're thinking of venturing into this realm of social media, which it's definitely not for everybody. One last thing that I think I've discovered has been really challenging for me while tackling, you know, starting my small business with coaching, trying to be a full-time content creator, to grow on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, is that it's really hard to find a balance within everything. So for example, the fitness industry or the fitness influencers you follow, a lot of us tend to preach the same things, and it's hard to like stand out when you're preaching the same thing that somebody else is preaching, right? So that's one thing to think about. How can I make my video or my content more relatable, more valuable, to where I'm also seen on top of the tens of thousands of other people who are preaching the same thing that I'm preaching. So that's one thing. Another thing is staying really true to what you believe and what you want to post about while still staying relevant and on trend. That's really hard, I feel, to find a balance in, because not all topics are like popular, well sought out like topics. And then there's some people who just jump on a trend because it's a trendy topic of the week, but they don't really care or believe in whatever that trend is. So that's also really hard too, is knowing don't change what you value, what you believe, your morals, who you are as a person, just to be trending for a week or to become viral in a week. I think that's also something not a lot of creators talk about. And it's also really hard to juggle because, you know, I feel like once you hit a certain level of influencership on a social media platform, you also come with these unknown expectations that others hold of you. So also juggling other people's expectations on top of your morals and beliefs and what you want to be, while still staying relevant and trending, while still not veering too far off from what your niche is or what your goals are. Y'all, it's a mess. Social media and all of this is a very stressful mess. And I signed up for it. So those are just some things that I've never really voiced, I guess. And I don't know if a lot of it makes sense. Maybe it does. It honestly feels good for me to just even talk about it out loud, because I don't hear enough influencers or content creators talk about it, you know, and maybe they do and I just miss it. But that's all I gotta say. If you're one of those people who's like, I'm gonna be a content creator and I'm gonna be big on TikTok and Instagram and I'm gonna quit my job and stick to these platforms, like, just know it is a lot more demanding and stressful, and it's a lot. It's just a lot. And it's super unknown territory for anybody because it's constantly changing. So that's all I gotta say about it. I gotta get back to work. I need to stop wasting time. I just spieled for about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna get back on my computer, I'm gonna eat a snack, and we're gonna finish out this full day of eating, day in the life vlog, and that's it, and we'll wrap it up later. I think I'm done with my computer work for the day. I got 8-week challenge workouts completed for the gym. I have to finalize the home workouts, which shouldn't take me too long to do. I still have a couple messages to get to and stuff, but the bulk of my work is done. Right now I'm snacking on a bagel thin because right now I only have carbs and protein left, and I'm trying to figure out how to hit those without really overdoing it on my fats. But super excited for steak night. Wade already has everything out over there. He's gonna try, let me show you guys. This is what we got. Some steak and Brussels and sweet potatoes. He's gonna try this new Brussels recipe that he did the other day that involves syrup. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna taste amazing. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, you guys, bone apple tea.
Bone apple tea.
We got some Brussels with balsamic. Oh my God. We have Brussels with balsamic vinaigrette, parm, air fried, and some spices. We have a plain sweet potato, and we got some New York strip steak, all by Chef Wade. Yum! Well, I'm ending my night with some BCAAs, and I'm gonna have a bottle of kombucha. I try to have kombucha every night just because of the living probiotics in it and all that good stuff. But that is the end of my full day of eating, day in the life, and life update. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below any future video ideas that you wanna see, like this video, and subscribe. Okay, bye.